What is up, everyone? Your boy S to the EC to the football to the two, back with another video for you guys today. The Gamecocks, they handle business against the Wofford Terriers. Sluggish start, but the Gamecocks pull away like we all knew they would and dominate to get their 8th win of the season. The seniors have been sent out in style, and I'll tell you what, I was at that game, and I was proud to be there to represent these seniors who have given so much to South Carolina. After last season, 5-7, they could have bailed, they could have left, but they stuck with to do something special this season. And it was a fun day. It was a fun day and night at Williams-Brice Stadium. I hung out at the tailgate. I went to Gamecock Walk, got the bump fist with Coach Shane Beamer, Lenore Sellers, Rocket Sanders, Kyle Kennard, and Debo Williams, and a ton of other players and coaches. It was a great time. I hung out with friends, and Coach Beamer, I appreciate you loving me.
Hey, I love you, dude. I really love you. Thank you, man.
Bro, he a fan. No, but, I love these guys, man. It's amazing the amount of people that have been brought into my life because of my love for South Carolina football. It's fun to think about. And I was sitting there, last home game of the season, taking everything in, hanging out at tailgate with fans and friends. I mean, it's just, man, it's so much fun to go to Williams-Brice Stadium. It really is. Every time I've went this season, I went 3 times, Old Dominion, Akron, and Wofford. It's the only ones I could go to because of work and financial situation. But I had a great time. And I'm looking forward to going to more games next year. I mean, this was an incredible season for South Carolina. This seniors, they showed out all season long. And I'm glad they got the recognition and the win and the send-off that they deserve. And I wish them the greatest. I truly wish them the greatest. And thank you for everything you've done. I'm rambling a little bit. I'm talking about the game day experience and everything, but, honestly, I just wanted to share. I went to the game. It was a great time. It's pretty sad. It's the final home game of the season. College football, it comes and goes pretty quick. But I look forward to going back next year, and I'll show you guys some more of the footages at the end of the video. But anyways, let's get to the game a little bit. Sluggish start for South Carolina, First play of the game, Wofford goes down the field for like a 60-yard gain or something. Score first, then Lenore Sellers interception. So it was not the prettiest first half, but everybody knew South Carolina was going to handle business in the second half, and that's what they did. Once night fell, it was on. The beatdown, the blowout of Wofford was on. Shout out to Delvon Campbell, by the way. I mean, he's a senior. The dude has come on. He has shown what a weapon that he is for this football team. And, you decide to start playing him at the end of the season. He just shows what a weapon and force he truly is. Gage Larvidan, 2 of a touchdown. Another senior. Nick Harbor got a touchdown. Mr. Cheat Code himself. It is so good to see that South Carolina is giving this guy targets because he's made, when South Carolina has used him towards the end of the season, he has made plays. It's going to be a big part of this football team next year. I can tell you that right now. And honestly, he could be a big factor next week too. How about Maurice Brown with a touchdown? And hey, Lenore Sellers, he shines again. 307 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, only 4 incompletions, guys. Lenore Sellers, he continues to grow. I know he had the interception, but seriously, the growth and progression of Lenore Sellers, he's amazing. Another Rocket Sanders touchdown, 72 yards rushing. Guys, 5 rushing touchdowns for the Gamecocks with 5 separate players. Lenore Sellers, how about Jawarn Howell with a 27-yarder? And Bradley Dunn. This one, folks, this one was amazing to see. This one was awesome to see. Bradley Dunn getting the job done. I know, I suck. Robbie Ashford with a touchdown. Hey, Robbie Ashford, he is a backup weapon for this football team. He is a weapon in the running game. Also got to say Davis Bevel run it and throw it on senior day. I'm very happy for these seniors. I really am. Hey, let's jump to the defensive side. How about the 2 seniors, Kyle Kennard, Alex Boogie Huntley, getting the sacks. Kennard's getting closer. He's getting closer, fellas. I think he's only 1 or 2 away from tying Clowney. We'll see. Brian Thomas Jr. and, of course, Dylan frickin' Stewart with the other sacks. It was a dominant day by South Carolina, but I will say, hey, shout out to Wofford. Wofford came to play. They played hard. And they hung around for a little bit, but eventually South Carolina pulled away. But hey, shout out to the Terriers. I mean, they showed up, gave Carolina a good game. Respect. They hung with the number 18 team in the nation. Respect to Wofford. Unfortunately, we had ref ball again. And I know, how can you complain about the refs against Wofford? Well, the referees were bad. More major plays for South Carolina called back. Some was on us, but some were really bad calls. The SEC officiating, something has got to be done. I'm serious. Something has got to be done because unfortunately, there's a chance that even if we beat Clemson next week, we're going to be looking at a freaking called back pick six. Bad call for the reason South Carolina is not in the college football playoff this year. And that makes me sick to think about. But some were good calls, and we got to clean up the penalties. We also had 2 turnovers. We got to clean that up. Got to play better. But hey, you handled business against the Wofford Terriers. You did what you were supposed to do. We're 8-3 on the season. Oh, and hey, here's a fun fact for you. The last time South Carolina won to get 8-3, it was against the Wofford Terriers in 2017. Interesting indeed. Oh, another fun fact, by the way, and shout out to my boy Andrew, who I also went to the game with yesterday, for telling us about this in the Discord. South Carolina's won 18 straight against Wofford. They have not lost to Wofford since 1917. Over 100 years of dominance by South Carolina. Crazy, man. Crazy. Look, South Carolina got the 8 wins, and I will tell you this right now. That's a good thing for South Carolina. This is the second season in the last 3 years that South Carolina is going to get 8 wins. Probably even more. The Gamecocks are going to Clemson in what might be a top 15 showdown in the Palmetto Bowl. And oh my God, it is so freaking exciting to have a spotlight like this on the rivalry. It's something the rivalry has needed for a long time. Both teams are good. Look, Clemson fans, I'm just going to tell you, this is not your terrible South Carolina that you've been used to. South Carolina's a good team this year. They're going to go into Clemson at noon, and they're going to give the Tigers everything they got. And South Carolina's been pretty darn good on the road this year. It's going to be a very exciting, interesting, wild game in Clemson, South Carolina. We all know what happened the last time the Gamecocks went up there. And this South Carolina team's better than that South Carolina team, too. So, it's the best South Carolina team in a decade. They're going up to Clemson. That's right, fellas. The Coots are coming. Them Coots, them chickens, they are coming to chicken scratch that turf again. It's going to be a fun game. It is going to be so freaking fun. The energy, the juice, the excitement, the wild, the spotlight. This rivalry finally has a spotlight that it deserves for the first time in a decade. Both of these teams are good. South Carolina's got a pretty good shot to win, too. They're a 2.5-point underdog at Death Valley. It's going to be interesting, but we're going to need the best version of our team to show up. No turnovers. You're going to have to play well. Because I'll tell you what, we can say whatever we want about Clemson. How they played against Pitt and Louisville and Georgia. They're still a team that can give South Carolina issues. Obviously. So, the Gamecocks have got to show up, and they've got to take care of business. Because this game, this has important implications. Not just a Palmetto Bowl on the line, but a potential playoff spot for both teams. Yeah, believe it or not, a 3-loss South Carolina team is actually in a conversation for a playoff. A lot of chaos happened yesterday. A lot that the Gamecocks needed to be considered. And the big thing that they need to do is win in Death Valley next week. That is the main focus right now. Beat Clemson. And the cards will fall where they may. We'll see. And if Clemson beats South Carolina, they got a pretty good shot to get in. So it's a playoff game for both teams in a way, right? Because both teams are hanging on to that little bit of hope that maybe they can slide in. This is the attention that the rivalry deserves. This is the implications that the rivalry deserves. And it feels good as a South Carolina fan to come into this week with some hope and optimism for a Gamecock victory against the Tigers, because it's not just a little slither of hope that maybe we can do it this year. No, it's we can do it and probably should do it. There's a lot of people who think South Carolina should beat Clemson right now. A lot of people think that. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. I think it's going to come down to which version of both teams show up. It's going to be a fun game, though, for sure. I'm looking forward to it. And, yeah, I hope, if you're a Gamecock fan, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving week. I hope your turkey tastes the best. I hope whatever you eat on Thanksgiving tastes incredible. I hope you get the best deals on Black Friday. And if you're a tater, man, I hope your Thanksgiving meal is the worst you could ever taste. I hope it's dry. I hope it tastes like farts. I hope it I hope it's smoky and burnt. And I hope you get the worst deals for Black Friday. All in good fun of the rivalry. Gonna be a fun one, fellas. Gonna be a fun one. It's rivalry week. It's time to hate Clemson. Though we do that year round, but this week it's special. Go frickin' Gamecocks. Tigers, the Coots are coming.
USA! 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 Stand up! Let's go! Yeah! Find the Gamecock sideline, they're doing it. Look at the sideline. Let's go! That's win number 8 for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Win number 8. Oh, here we go. Time for neck. Let's go! All right. This ends the final home game of the 2024 season, and it was an incredible season for South Carolina. And hey, hats off to these seniors because, sorry, losing my voice. Hats off to these seniors because they fought their asses off all season long, and I'm so proud of them. I'm proud of them. They represent what it means to be a South Carolina Gamecock. I'm proud of this team. 8 wins into a season of ascent. Credit the Coach Beamer, a phenomenal job this season. Credit this entire football team. 8 wins. And I believe this is only the beginning of something special for South Carolina football. Handled business against Wofford, scary early on, but you dominated in the second half. You handled your business. We saw chaos go down. Now Clemson's next. We got to take care of the Tigers, and we'll see where the cards fall. Right now, let's hope South Carolina gets a 9-3. We're 8-3 right now. Just beat Wofford. Feels fucking good. Go Gamecocks.